Yes, guys, Jim Rat Pack back in the house with another topic, which is another film review.
Because we've been seeing some movies the last few days.
Oh, yeah. And it's one that I saw and gave you a out of cinema review for. And then we went again today to watch it.
Yes, we did.
And that was Bullet Train. Fantastic film.
Yes.
Straight off the bat.
Beautiful
Fantastic
movie.
film.
Beautiful movie.
Puts you in a good mood.
Yeah, that's what I needed, and it put me there.
Oh yeah, you're not the only one, my friend. I needed that big time, and it delivered. It actually delivered better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Going into that movie, I heard a few decent reviews about it, but it's only when I saw it that it was fantastic time at the cinema. And what did you think?
I thoroughly enjoyed the hell out of it. At the moment that Brad Pitt just gets on the train, you're with him from the moment he goes through the doors, and you want to see what happens to him by the end of the movie. It does run a little bit long in the end. It does have like an end that should have finished, but still I held on to it.
I kind of agree with you. The ending could have been a little bit shorter.
Yes.
But I didn't think it spoiled the movie at all.
No.
So yeah.
Actually, do a synopsis for this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because remember my Art Cinema review? I said there's so much going on.
Yeah.
This might take a while.
Yes. If you've seen Smoking Aces, you throw that in with the Guy Ritchie movies.
Is he allowed to do that? It's an unlicensed boxing match, Tom. Not a tickling competition.
It's basically what you got.
Yeah, we'll try our best to be.
We should try.
Yeah,
we should try.
So, Brad Pitt is like I don't know, a bagman kind of thing.
Yeah, called Ladybug.
Yeah, and he's got a handler, and she sends him on a job to retrieve a briefcase from a train, bullet train. So he goes and does that. While he's on the train, he also encounters two assassins called Tangerine and Lemon, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, brilliantly by the way, and Brian Tyree Henry. That's it. Both trying to do Cockney accents, which Aaron does well. Brian, yeah.
What does dumb fuck mean?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah. But anyway, so he encounters them on the train and he knows them from previous jobs. Didn't go so well. Then there's this little girl who pushed the son of a Japanese guy off the roof of a building. She did that to get him on the train to then get him to kill a gangster called the White Death. White Death.
We also happen to have hired the two other guys that are on the train. Aaron Taylor Johnson to protect his son.
Right. Because they go to get his son, the two. Then, as Brad Pitt gets the briefcase and is about to come off the train, because he was only supposed to be on there for one stop, he encounters a guy called the Wolf.
I'm with the Wolf. It's not problems.
Who gets on there seeking revenge for the murder of his whole family and wife and at their wedding. And he sees Brad Pitt's character and Ladybug and tries to kill him, obviously, as you do. So they have a fantastic fight in which Brad Pitt basically kills him with a briefcase.
Yes.
That was really funny. And then, so this is where it starts to get a bit tricky.
Yeah, a little tricky.
Yeah. Okay, so the little girl then gets hold of the Japanese guy, and she basically lets him know that if he doesn't do what she wants, she's got someone in the hospital who's really willing to kill his son. So he reluctantly gets on board with her. Then we get Zazie Beetz, I think.
No, she's not there yet.
No?
So after that, basically, Brad Pitt then the briefcase gets lost, and the son, who the two hitmen are supposed to be protecting, he gets killed.
He gets killed.
And we don't know how that happened. So
at that time.
So Brian Tyree Henry thinks his character thinks, or Tangerine thinks it may be the guy with the glasses and the hat, otherwise known as Ladybug Brad Pitt. So they then go for the train. He then confirms it's not him because he's a very good judge of character. He says, no, it's not the Ladybug guy, it's someone
Why is he
else.
a good judge of character?
Because he's a Thomas the Tank Engine fan, man.
Fanatic,
Yes, he is. He loves a bit of Thomas, and he says he's not a diesel.
He's not a diesel. He's not a diesel.
He's not a diesel. And yeah, so then Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's supposed to be his twin brother, then goes to the train trying to search the briefcase, comes across Ladybug in a brilliant moment where he ends up having to buy him a bottle of water in this brilliant kind of standoff, and then Brad Pitt uses the bottle of water to mug him in the face.
Yeah.
And then they go back and forth to the point that he realises, okay, maybe you didn't kill the young kid, but we need the briefcase back, you know you got that. In the meantime, the little girl has now managed to steal the briefcase and is using that to kind of play the other guys up against each other.
Well, she's rigged it with a bomb.
Sorry. And then, well, who dies next? There's a bit of a melee and...
Oh, it's Zazie Beetz, isn't it?
No, before Zazie Beetz, Tangerine dies.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Tangerine dies before Zazie Beetz comes into it. So Tangerine gets killed, but we obviously don't know. He probably doesn't know yet.
No, Tangerine doesn't get killed because it's the Japanese guy that gets shot first. Remember?
Japanese guy gets shot.
Yeah.
Then Tyree Henry gets drugged.
Yeah.
Then Brad Pitt ends up in a fight with someone else.
Aaron
Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
Then does Zazie Beetz turn up before he dies? Or after
Anyway,
he dies?
Zazie Beetz turns up as the Hornet. She's the one that poisoned the White Death's son.
Yep.
And so she's there to get the briefcase as well.
Yep.
They have a fight, and
Brad Pitt kills her with venom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he does, and he gets the anti-venom as well.
Yep.
Which is going to play later on.
Yep.
There is also a poisonous snake on the train, and that's in a cage. It gets loose, so there's that.
Yep.
This
sounds like the most wackiest movie.
I know.
What is this about?
Do you know what? Let's just wrap this up. So
Today was about as much fun as a sandpaper dildo.
they all go to Kyoto Station, basically killing each other on the way there, and they meet up with the White Death. The Japanese guy's father then cut the guy, the little boy who's in hospital's grandfather, comes to get his revenge against the White Death because he used to, work with him, and basically they're all interconnected.
Yeah. The White Death's basically got them all trapped on the train to take each other out.
Yeah.
What he basically wants is the person that killed his wife.
Yes.
Which he believes was Ladybug. But he doesn't know that Ladybug is not the person he's after, who's called Carter, who, funny enough, is played by
Ryan Reynolds.
Who's in it for literally all of a 2-second cameo and a smile and he's gone.
But we'll get to the cameos. We'll get to the cameos. Because in the beginning of the film, Brad Pitt's character Ladybug is filling in for Carter, who's Ryan Reynolds' character. Basically, they get into a big fight.
5 hours later.
And then White Death tries to use the gun that's rigged.
Yeah, well, there's a big giant train crash first. As they came off the rails.
Yes.
And then, Brian Henry finds out the little girl was actually his daughter, which he never loved and dismissed in place for his son, but actually didn't care his son died because his son was part of the reason why his wife died.
Yes, very confusing.
So he doesn't really care. He just wants to get revenge on the person who killed his wife. And unfortunately, he's not there. And when Brad Pitt, what does he say to him? There's something like, he's a bit of a, doesn't really matter, something like that.
Yeah.
But it does fucking matter.
Yeah,
He goes to shoot Brad Pitt, and unfortunately for not knowing that his daughter's rigged the gun. And there's an explosive in it, and it blows off half of his head.
Yes.
And then the little girl turns up at the end. She's whacking some kind of swimming minigun, turbine gun, whatever that thing is. And he's about to take out Brad Pitt as well as the Japanese guy and his father. and along comes a truck and takes her out. A tangerine falls
yeah,
out.
all full of tangerines.
Yeah, all for the tangerines.
Which shows you that, Lemon was still alive.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't even mention
No,
that.
so Lemon,
Tangerine died.
yeah, Tangerine dies, and Lemon we think dies at one point because he throws himself off the plane,
Yeah.
the train
Train.
to basically save his new brother. And yeah, he comes back and does save him in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That's bullet train. If you caught any of that and it made sense to you,
You must be out of your goddamn mind!
well done for sticking with us this far. Because we tried to make that make sense. Clearly it didn't.
Oh, you forgot. Then Ladybug's handler, who
Oh,
then turns
yeah.
out to be Sandra
Sandra
Bullock,
Bullock.
comes
Yeah.
to help him out, and then her car gets towed.
Yeah, completely. Because Ladybug's always unlucky, and as they're talking about his new turn of a leaf try, unfortunately it doesn't work out and crashes the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the technical very bad. That's a long day. But that was Bullet Train in a nutshell.
Yeah, I know a lot of that doesn't make any sense to you guys, but you have to watch the movie.
Yes.
To see it make sense.
It's a lot of interwoven, interconnected
Yeah.
storylines and narratives and characters, and
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Larry, having seen it for a second time now,
Yeah.
did it still meet your expectations as much as the first time?
100%. 100%. I love
100%.
No, I'm just saying, meaning that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, brilliant film, fantastic film. I haven't felt this way after watching the film. Like the last time I felt like this was when I watched Spider-Man: No Way Home. So that's big praise, because I really enjoyed Spider-Man: No Way Home. And this film is not like it's something. I don't know. It's like when I described it to Damien, I said, look, it's not a thought-provoking film.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's not going to change your life. It's just a really fun time at the cinema. And sometimes that's all you need. Do you know what I mean?
Just switch off,
Yeah,
sit back,
yeah.
enjoy the ride.
That's it. And you know what I mean? And it's not a film that takes itself seriously.
No,
you can
not
see
at all,
that.
not at all.
I mean, a lot of the cameos. Well, we talked about Channing
Yeah.
Tatum cameo.
There's a whole narrative where you follow a bottle of water from its, its original journey from a machine as it gets checked in from the vending machine all the way down to where it's used in the last death.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like I said, the Channing Tatum cameo, which,
So I can do that. I can do that.
is this where the sex stuff happens now?
What is it with you, Channing? But,
Channing, well, I don't know what you're trying to do, bro.
Yeah,
But listen, I had a fantastic time. It was great to see Brad Pitt in this role. Like I said, Aaron Taylor Johnson for me is one of my favorite actors for a long time now, and he just solidified that with this performance. Brian Tyree Henry, I liked in there, but the accent, it wasn't great.
He could have done an American accent, but I understand why he didn't. I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah.
But
it was a good try. Listen, you got to take risks as an actor. We know that, but as to why someone British couldn't have done that role, I don't know. But listen, he did it. Performance-wise, he did it. It was just the accent I had a problem with.
Yeah. Like if you can close your eyes for a second, not close your eyes. If you can try and switch off from the Cockney accent for a second, what he's doing from a performance aspect, he's brilliant. He hits all the comedy beats.
Yeah.
Expression-wise, he's there. He embodies the character of Lemon to a T. In fact, one of his best lines is literally when he stands up and he, after he hits with the truck, like, ha ha, motherfucker. Like, there's one time when he shoots the guy in the water. It's like,
oh
you.
yeah,
That's his best British kind of articulation at that point. But bar that, there are some issues. But what I said to Larry earlier, you can see what they're trying to do, because for me, it harkened back to, and this film very much is in the vein of a Guy Ritchie kind of snatch film, but it harkened back to the chemistry that Statham has with Stephen in Snatch, and it very much is that kind of relationship. But you could have done that relationship with a British actor. You didn't have to get an American guy to do it. But I understand why he's not, because Brian Tyree Henry is hot at the moment, and for all due purposes he should be, because he's very, very good. But the accent was a kind of a minor gripe.
But he's not the only one, because the White Death, who ended up being played by Michael Shannon,
that was, I don't know what Russian accent that was. You started off okay, like, little with the accent, but then it just went somewhere else.
Yeah,
Some points she was German, other points she was. Some points I didn't know if you were trying to be Spanish. Some points I thought you might have been even trying to do Australian. But yeah, it was his accent was all over the shop.
It was.
Yeah. What about the rest of the cast?
Oh, the our hero,
Hiroki Sanada.
brilliant to see him in there. You can't have a film based in Japan and not have him in there. Like, come on, man, you gotta have him in there, man.
You know what I missed in the Prey review?
What?
Talk about Hiroki Sanada. She had her own scorpion rope in Prey.
Oh,
To get over here because
okay,
he just finished doing Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
Anyway, if you've seen our Prey review, I forgot to mention Naru's got her own scorpion rope in the movie Prey because it pretty much is the get over here rope. But anyway,
but he's a legend.
Yes.
He's a legend. So it's always good to see him in any sort of movie. But he was fantastic in this as the granddad, the caring granddad, and also his way of getting back on the White Death. You know.
Andrew Koji as well, his son, was very, very good. Andrew Koji, if you've seen the Warrior TV show based on Bruce Lee.
A really big standout for me, well, as mentioned, Joey King.
Yeah.
The girl.
Yeah.
She smashed it. She smashed it.
She has a good time with it.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm surprised with a lot of the cameos, how short they were, but listen, it is what it is. But I thoroughly enjoyed this film and I'll give it a good 9 out of 10. I really had a good time with it. And I recommend you guys who are just looking for a good time at the cinema, a good laugh, go and watch it, man. Go and watch it. You know what I mean? What do you reckon?
Mate, I went in there already overhyped because it's David Leitch, and I love what David Leitch does. From 87-11 all the way up to now, that man has been putting together some action. And he delivered. It didn't have to be overly martial arts choreographed to work, and it wasn't overly done. But what I did like about it was, and they mentioned, they harken back to Jackie Chan talking about how Brad Pitt and David Leitch dropped out Jackie Chan films. When you think about it, Brad Pitt's character of Ladybug is very much in the vein of Jackie Chan in all of these films. He's the comical buffoonery guy who goes around, gets in situations he doesn't want to be in, and doesn't want to hurt people.
That makes a lot of sense,
has to.
actually. Yeah.
And that's pretty much what Brad Pitt's character is doing for us. I don't want to hurt you. Like, when he kills someone, it's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. But I love anytime someone dies, he's like, oh damn.
Because he's supposed to be in this, like, he's got a therapist.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to change his life. I've got a new way, I don't hurt people, can I just like, give me a different.
Didn't want to take the gun,
didn't want to take the gun, So it does very much have that vein of Jackie Chan. And even like his very first fight sequence, he's using elements like the briefcase because it's, again, that's what Jackie Chan would do. He just what's around him. So I like that element of it. I did love the chemistry, even though again the accent was a bit off, but I love the chemistry between Aaron Taylor-Johnson and
fantastic. There's a lot of heart there.
I actually think that Andrew Koji carried the most heavy weight in the film, like in his emotional scenes. Like the moment he talks about his son and she threatens him, the rest of it. And he's like, you don't know what it is to be a father, but you're just a little girl who's bought you toys and had to ask me to put it back together for you again. He carries a lot of the weight of the film in the small little bits he has. Which they didn't need to give him those scenes.
But
it adds to it. So the director spent time with it, which I like what Leitch did. It definitely harkens back to Tarantino films, kind of the cartoonish violence, there's no graphic novel violence in there. Again, it's Guy Ritchie-esque in terms of the narrative and the style we're looking at, the dialogue, and it's got Leitch's sensibilities all over it. If you've seen Deadpool 2, then you've seen obviously, like, the John Wick franchise and everything else, you know what Leitch does. And he's an action director, and this is what this movie is. It's a great 1 hour and 40 minutes at the cinema. That it does go past really quick, and you enjoy the hell out of it.
Definitely.
Just under 2 hours.
So I think it was Jeremy Jones that mentioned that he would love to see a spin-off of.
Tyree.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That would actually be quite funny.
Yeah,
but guys, listen, that was our review. A lot going on there. That's our review of Bullet Train. If you've watched it, please let us know what you thought of it. Did you like it as much as we did? If you didn't, tell us why.
I don't care. Please do let us know. Please do let us know.
Yeah, man. And let us know if they should do a sequel. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to that, actually.
A sequel to that.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind. Leave some comments down below, please, yeah?